You'll never land your first 10 detailing clients if you're just copying what everyone else is doing. I'm going to show you the exact client acquisition system that's helped over 500 detailers land their first 10 clients without blowing any money on ads. 5 years ago, I was detailing cars in my parents' driveway, scraping by with almost zero bookings and no clue how to scale. Now I own Detail Wizard. I've served over 100 detailing clients, generated multi-millions of dollars in total revenue for them. The difference between just a hobby and $30K per month business isn't raw skill. It's a proven, market-tested system, pulls in clients organically no matter where you are, and I'm going to show you what to do in this video. All right, so the first big thing before we even get into the marketing tactics is pricing. This is the number one thing I talk to beginner detailers about. You are probably, if I was guessing, undercharging. Like if you're not charging $100 per hour, then you're undercharging. That's our base kind of ballpark rule of thumb. Now it's not gonna be exact. It might take 3 hours and charge $250, or sometimes you charge $350 and it only takes 3 hours, right? But the ballpark where you know you are profitable, you have enough margin to hire somebody eventually and hire multiple detailers and scale your business is $100 an hour. So I want to get that out of the way first. If you're not charging $100 an hour, raise your prices. That's the biggest lever for making more money in your business, is just charging more. You could double your revenue by just doubling your prices. And most people think they're going to lose a bunch of customers. It's not the case. Like that's what I tell every new detailer that I say raise their price. They're scared about losing all their customers, right? What you're going to get is just a different type of customer. I did this probably 4 or 5 years ago. I moved from like 150 to 250, 350 for our standard detail. And what happened was everybody who was calling me before, who was price haggling me, trying to barter me down, they just stopped calling because we're nowhere near their price range. So they just stopped calling. And then a totally different type of customer who will book a $300 detail online without ever talking to me, they started booking with us. So it's just a customer looking for something else. Like it's a obviously higher end customer. They have the money, they want a really good job done. They see 300, they're like, this guy's a professional, I'll book him. So that's the first thing. Raise your prices if you're undercharging. Now, we're gonna get into actual marketing tactics that you can use for really, really cheap. Actually, all these are free for the most part. First one is Google Business Profile. So if you don't have one, definitely make one as soon as possible, because Google will give you free business to just list your business on there, right? And then it's just a ranking game. So the higher you rank up, the more people click on you, the more people book with you, and it's totally for free. And Google will just reward you for having your business registered on there. Now, the secret to that, and we have a free school group where I kind of break down all these marketing tactics, and I have a checklist for ranking your Google Business Profile. There's a bunch of little things that kind of all add to ranking your business higher, but the number one thing is reviews. So you're going to want to ask all your friends and family when you first start, get you your first 10, 20 reviews. And then every single customer you have, you got to get a review from them, because the difference between you having 25 reviews and 75 reviews is a lot of clicks. So you could be getting a lot more business totally for free organically from Google if you just focus on getting a lot of reviews, especially at the start. And there's a lot of like really, really long detailers who have been detailing for a long time that have very little reviews, and you can just pass them in the rankings and really take some of their business that way fairly quickly. Now, the next one, and these all kind of flywheel, and I'm going to diagram it on the whiteboard at the end, but the next one is Facebook groups. This one is a little bit more tedious. It's not going to be exact, but you're going to want to go in Facebook and join all of like the what's happening in your city groups, any neighborhood groups you can join, and then you're just going to post about your business. And I would always make it very personal, like add your story, like, hey, my name's this, started this business this date, trying to scale, trying to grow. If you need a car detailer, anybody, let me know and I'll give them a discount of some kind. Put that in the post, maybe a little picture of you on it. But you just don't want it to seem super businessy and corporate. You want it to seem more like just a guy who's trying to grow his business, because that's what people are going to react more to on Facebook, rather than like making it look super professional and like a Coca-Cola ad. Like you just want it to look like, hey, I own this business. If you need a detail, let me know, kind of thing. And then here's a discount code for using us. Now, those two things are going to get you jobs, right? The number one thing that is just killing it for beginner detailers, everybody in our free group, I tell them to do this, is door to door. Now, this is the most time consuming and tedious way to do it. Eventually you can scale this out. I know a guy in Jacksonville who has 7 guys that just go door to door every single day. And he also has 7 company vans. So it works like crazy. It's super predictable. So you're going to go to really nice neighborhoods that your ideal clients live at. You're going to get a door hanger and you can either knock on the door, talk to the customer, try to book them. You're going to book more that way. It's more time consuming, so you're not going to get to as many doors. Or if you want to start out just leaving the door hanger on the door and just doing more of a volume game and hitting as many doors as possible, we have guys that do it that way too. Both are really successful. Guys are booking tons and tons of jobs. It's super predictable. Like if you put out 500 flyers, you're trying to get 1%, so 5 jobs. Then you take those 5 jobs and they get you reviews. And let me actually jump into the whiteboard right here, and I can kind of diagram how these grow on each other. All right, now I'm going to diagram how the Facebook and the door-to-door kind of get you jobs, and then the jobs get you Google Business Profile reviews, and then they all kind of flywheel together. All right, so the first 2 things we're going to do is door-to-door and Facebook groups, right? So both these are just going to funnel straight into here and get you jobs, right? These jobs, every single one of them, you're going to get a review on your, this is Google My Business, is what it used to be called. It's now Google Profiles, but Google My Business, right? Now you're just going to keep doing these 2 and getting jobs and getting reviews and getting jobs and getting reviews. Now, eventually, the more reviews you get here, this is going to start getting you organic jobs, right? So the more you do this, the more you get reviews, and then the more reviews you get here, the more you can go here. And then eventually you'll be getting so many jobs from Google My Business that you can just drop these. And this becomes the flywheel where you get a job, they give you reviews, Google gives you more business, you get more jobs, you get more reviews, and it goes like this. And then eventually, and I'm going to go back to the computer, explain this, but then we can turn on the gas really, and really expand your business. All right, and that is pretty much the flywheel on how it just grows on itself. And eventually you can stop doing the time consuming, more boots on the ground approaches and let just the flywheel work for itself. And then you can really scale up. So after you have that flywheel going, you have a consistent revenue, say $5,000 a month or whatever. That's when you turn on the gas. So this is when we start doing more ceramic coatings, start using Facebook ads because you have the budget for it now, start maybe a trickle of Google ads just to get some eyeballs on your website. But the real secret, and when we hit this mark is when we implemented it, is the ceramic coatings, because they're $1,000 coatings ballpark and super scalable. As soon as you learn how to sell them, you can sell them to anybody because it's the same pitch every single time. Super profit margin. You train one guy on how to paint correct, or just find a guy who already knows how to do paint correction. He does paint correction, the ceramic coatings. The ceramic coating application is really easy. And at one point I would have him do the paint correction, and I would just come and coat it at the end. But now we have guys that can do both. But that's really where the magic of this happens, because then once you have like a $5,000 a month revenue, you've got a recurring basis of revenue every month. That's when you turn on the gas and you just use some of that 5,000, put them in some ads for Facebook ads for ceramic coatings. And then every coating you sell, there's another 1,000 on top of that 5. Eventually you're doing 3 to 5 ceramic coatings a week, and that's normally at around $30 a day of ad spend. Then you're making another 5,000 a week on just ceramic coatings. Eventually we have guys that just stop doing detailing, but the more reviews you get and the more, notoriety you get in your city, you're just going to naturally grow doing normal detailing. And that's kind of the flywheel growth, right? So you do some free stuff, get jobs, use those jobs, get reviews. Eventually the Google Business Profile gives you jobs for free because you have 100 reviews on your profile. You look really reputable. Guys that look up car detailing near me just click on you because you're at the top. Then they book with you, and the flywheel just grows and grows and grows and keeps growing infinitely. That's when you turn on the gas with some higher ticket services, and that's what really scales you up to $20,000, $30,000 a month. If you're interested in getting more ceramic coatings, if you're at that $5,000 a month point, that's the time to turn on the gas. That's what my company does, Detail Wizard. We run those exact ad campaigns that I run in my business for getting higher ticket ceramic coating customers and really raising the stakes, adding $20,000, $30,000 a month in revenue. That's what we do. If you want help, we have a free ceramic scaling playbook. You can find it in the description of this video. That just kind of breaks down the whole system so you can try to do it yourself. And if you want us to run it for you, we can talk about that too. But start with that playbook, check it out, and then I'll reach out to you when you download it and we can see if you hop on a call or if it'd be a good fit for us at all. But yep, see you on the next video.